welcome to Makeup by Mon. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and let's get started. So the only thing I've already done is I've already moisturized using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer, and I've used the Smashbox Primer Water, and I've also already done my eyebrows using the Anastascia Brow Wiz in the Anastascia Clear Brow Gel. So I'm just going to put my hair up and towards my face because it's freshly blow dried. And let's get started. So I'm going to be using everything that's in my travel makeup bag because I've been traveling a lot lately, and so it's just there, it's convenient, and they also happen to be some of the products that I've been like using all day every day. So I thought it would be a good reflection of what I've been loving lately. So I'm going to start off by using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the color Sand, and I'm using my Morphe angled foundation brush. And I usually just take a full squirt, gives me like more than enough coverage. And like I said, I already put on the Smashbox Primer Water. So I'm just going in. I really like this foundation. It gives such a great I really love this foundation. It gives such a great finish. And it really makes your skin look so good, like amazing. And so ever since I've gotten it, I've really been a huge fan. And I really like using it with this brush. I got this brush from a set on Haute Look, and was, you know, not really using it very much, and then saw somebody on YouTube was using it, and I was like, oh, I should try it again, see if I like it. And it's great. It like gets so much product on your face in such a short amount of time, and I think that's what I like best about it. So now that I've worked my foundation in, taking it down my chin, I'm going to grab my concealer, and what I've been using lately that I really like is the Maybelline Master Conceal. It's in the color Light Medium. So typically what I do is I just take a small dab of it, like less than a droplet of water, and I put it right underneath the eye. So the trick about using this product though is it sets super quick. So like as soon as you put it on your skin, you really need to start tapping it out. And I've been liking using my finger. I think it just makes it a lot easier, especially since I've been traveling and taking my makeup bag with me. It's less brushes to have to take with me. But I really like this. I feel like it gives a really bright effect. And I usually take whatever's left over and just put it over my eyes as a little bit of a base for my eyeshadow that I'll be using. So I'm going to take, this is just a random brush that I happen to have. I don't even know who makes it. It may be Morphe. It may have come in one of the Morphe sets. But I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using the center color, and it's called Lyric. And so I just take a little bit on that brush, and then I just gently set my concealer. I found that if I don't do it right after I set that concealer, then it just does not want to set and it creases. And then I also put some on my eyes, whatever's left over. So that's my foundation and my concealer. So the next thing that I typically do is I'll grab my powder, and I've been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte powder. And so I take my e.l.f. Kabuki face brush, and I just take a little bit of product, and then I just dab it in. I really don't get super shiny, but I like to set that foundation just because I like to set it. I think it looks a lot better if it's set just on my face. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my favorite bronzer of all time. It's the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I got this as a sampler like almost a year ago, and I haven't even hit pan on it. And I literally use it every single day. And I already bought a backup because I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna hit pan. Nope, have not. Using a Real Techniques multitask brush, and just get a heaping amount of it. And then I just make swirling motions on my cheek area. It smells so good. It's like literally like you're eating chocolate. Oh, so good. So I usually just do that. Circular motions, both sides, right around my cheekbone area. And then I take it also to the top of my forehead, just wherever the sun would hit, around the perimeters of my face. And bring it down just a little bit. I feel like it's not super noticeable, but it's subtle enough and I like the look that it gives me. So the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my blush. I'm still into my Urban Decay 8-Hour Afterglow blush in the color Rapture. I'm taking it on my Real Techniques blush brush, which I love. I don't know what took me so long to get on this blush brush train, but it's really good. I feel like I was always doing way too much blush. I guess it was the brush I was using, I don't know, but ever since I've been using this brush, I feel like it's just so much easier and it makes it so like just an even finish, which I like. And I usually go a little heavy on the blush because for some reason blush is like the first thing that I lose. I'm going to take my BECCA Champagne Pop Highlighter, which I wear every single day, and I'm using my Real Techniques. This is the setting brush, and I just take a little bit on the brush, and what I like to do is go right here on the top of my cheekbone, kind of where like my face already is curving, and I take it from right there at the top of the cheekbone all the way up to underneath my brow bone, and I use it as my highlight on my brow bone. And you can just see just how beautiful that is. It's literally the best in the West of all time. And then I do the same thing on this side. I try not to get it too close to right underneath my under eye because I obviously don't want to look like I used it as a setting powder underneath my eyes because that wouldn't be good. And then I take it right on the bridge of my nose, and then usually right on my cupid's bow. And that's about it. I'm gonna take a little bit more right underneath my eyebrow. I feel like it's just such a beautiful glow. It like literally looks like you're glowing from inside, which like who wouldn't want to look like that? So the next thing I'm going to do is grab my eyeshadow brushes. Get your life together. So I'm grabbing my eyebrow. So I've got my eyebrow brushes. I usually like to take just a few whenever I travel, just so I have enough with me. I always take my MAC 217, and then I have the Morphe M200 and the Morphe. It's just like a flat shader brush. It came in a set that I got. And so what I have been using lately that I'm obsessed with, it came in my Sephora favorites, and it's the NARS Dual Intensity Eyeshadow in the color Himilaya. It's so beautiful. It's very much like a champagne pink. I've never tried it wet, but I have been trying it dry, and I love the effect that it gives. So what I've been doing is just taking enough on a flat shader brush to just do the inner part of my eye. And I can only imagine how beautiful it is wet because it's so pretty dry. It's like just a beautiful kind of all over color. So I take just enough, usually stop at just about the center of my eyelid, and then I take enough to also do the inside of my tear duct. So now that that's there, what I'm gonna do is take my Lorac Pro Matte eyeshadow palette, and I am taking my MAC 217, and I'm taking the color Corduroy, which is this deep chocolatey brown. And I love these Lorac shadows, but they can be like a little bit powdery. So you have to watch out with that. But what I do is I take it right there in the crease, and then I just start blending it into that NARS Dual Intensity eyeshadow. And then in a second, what I'll do is I'll get one of the other colors from the Lorac matte palette, and then I'll blend in the crease, which is like a soft brown, and it looks really pretty. I take it a little bit up to the crease. You can see that it's up just a little bit, and then I'll take, this is a clean brush, it's that Morphe M200, and I'm just gonna kind of clean that up so I don't have any super harsh edges. It's nothing super drastic, but I really like the look that it gives, and it's really easy, doesn't really require much. So I can definitely appreciate that. I'm gonna grab that M200 again, and I'm gonna take the color Pink Mauve. It's this really soft mauve, and I also dip it in Latte, which is a really soft brown. And then I'm just gonna take it and blend the colors together. I'm kind of using a circular motion. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I've got a little bit of fallout right here around my highlighter, so I'm just taking that brush that I used to set my under eye concealer with and just wiping it right off. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye, and I'll be right back. So I'm back. I've now done both eyes, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to tightline with my L'Oreal Smouldering Effect eyeliner. I'm gonna do this off camera because it always looks kind of weird, but I'll be right back. So now that I've put liner in my waterline and just the top waterline as well, what I'm gonna do is take my MAC 217, I'm gonna dip it back in that original dark brown that we use, the corduroy color, and I'm just gonna take it right along. Just to blend it in a tiny bit. I'm not gonna do anything super crazy, because usually when I only take a few brushes with me, I try to take the ones that I get the most use out of, that I can use for multiple things. This MAC 217, while it's a little dense, it does the job. And so I'm just sweeping it right underneath that liner. Ooh. And I'll take the NARS Dual Intensity eyeshadow one more time, and I'm just gonna do one more quick sweep over the tear duct. And just make sure it looks good on both sides. And I'm gonna take that Morphe M200 and just do a quick one more blending. So as you can see, it's like, I really like it because it's subtle and it's super easy to do. I really only use like 2 or 3 shadows, which I really like. So now that I've done that, what I'm going to do is grab my mascara. I've been using lately the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes mascara. It came as a sample in one of the Ulta gift sets that I got. I really like it. I don't know if I'll purchase a full size, but I do like that it gives, I feel like it gives volume. I don't really know how much it costs, so I don't know. That usually determines if I will repurchase an item. But it gives volume and it gives pretty decent length. So I can definitely appreciate that. As you can see, like, it's nothing super crazy, and it has a little weird ball at the end. Like, not even kidding. Can you see that? It's like so weird. It looks like a mosquito or something. But I don't really know what it's there for. I haven't done too much research on it. I'm sure it's there for like some sort of volumizing effect. But I do think the bristles are pretty interesting. They're like really short and easy to use. And I feel like it's good for bottom and top lashes. I don't know if I'm like in love with it enough to spend. I'm guessing it's probably like 25 bucks, but you never know. Maybe Santa will bring me it for Christmas, maybe. So now that I've done all that, I'm just going to line my lips with the Jordana lip liner. It's called Rockin' Rose. It's a beautiful, like a nudie mauve. I don't know how else I can describe it. I really, really like it. These Jordana lip liners you can find at Walgreens. And I think they cost $2.49. But it's like a Your Lips but better, but a little bit deeper. And I can definitely appreciate that. And then what I'm gonna put over top is my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Abu Dhabi. It's this beautiful kind of nudie brown. And it goes so well with that lip liner. I just really like the way that it looks. And I'm gonna take my Urban Decay DeSlick makeup setting spray and give myself a few spritzes. Is the completed look. If you like what you see, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.